Okay. Excuse my face. But you know how it goes. Today I was talking with Pitbull Mama. I know a lot of people are willing to help me, but I think she's probably the best one right now because she does know a little information on me to help me in Discord. Because I'm having a really hard time in Discord. I can't type very well, can't speak very well. It's just, once I can do my mouth in, I'll speak better. Just the whole thing is just tiring. But her and I were talking, and we decided to go ahead and do a video. Just so everybody can know what is going on with me, because I know it's kind of iffy. I know people are like, are you on hospice? Are you not? What's going on? What's hospice is today, tomorrow? No, there's different ways for it. But let me explain. So, I'm going to start from day one. Like, day one of my surgery. Not day one of cancer, because that's a lot to tell. But day one of my cancer in the back of my neck right now. That they just did emergency surgery on. I can't remember dates, but you guys kind of do. So, the day it all started is my mom was here with me. She's 80 years old. I am her caretaker. Well, being her caretaker, it's like I have to take medicines and keep it all in order for us, Well, I can't do it all. So I got somebody helping me with that right now. But, in the middle of the night, like I get up, my hours of sleep are just off the wall, right? So in the middle of the night, I don't know, probably 2 in the morning, I think she said 3. I'm in the front room. Come out of breath a little bit. Oh, sorry. But, I'm in the kitchen. And my mom walks in there to see what I'm doing, because she hears me in there, in her bedroom. And she walks in there, and I have a towel from the sink, or from the refrigerator to the stove, tied, saying I'm keeping the dog in. Which is not where the dog comes in at all. But I'm keeping the dog in. So she knows I was kind of sleepwalking a little bit. Well, I wasn't. I wasn't sleepwalking at all. I had I had all that, in the back of my head right here, I had all the fluid built up. And it was brain stuff. I didn't know. She didn't know. So everything I was doing was to do with the brain. And I had really bad headaches, and I wasn't speaking them at first. I didn't realize I had them. And then later, like a half hour or so, I told my mom that my head hurts really bad, and I just started crying. My little sister, in the meantime, is on her way over here, trying to get here as fast as she could. She heard it first, trying to get here as fast as she could, because my mom called the paramedics, and the paramedics said, well, she has no vitals, so we can't take her. I had no temperature, nothing like that, so they couldn't take me. So she called them again the second night. This is the first night. Got me in bed, laid me down, all good, she thought. She didn't know the brain thing was going on, I didn't know either. Anyway, the second night is when Vicky was coming, not the first night, the second night. I think it's the first night. Anyway, Mom called paramedics again. And they said the same thing again. They wouldn't take me. Finally, Mom said, she had brain cancer. What are you doing? And they said, well, all you had to do was say brain cancer. They took it like it was level, nothing. But I don't know. Maybe they're busy. I don't know. But all they had to do was say brain cancer. Then they started doing something. They still didn't take me. My little sister got here, put me in her car, and took me to the ER. In the ER, I sat there for hours waiting to be seen. Finally, my little sister said, she's got to be seen now. I thought I was going to do this. So, they finally got me seen. My doctor came down. My cancer doctor came down. I told Cameron he flew here. He wasn't here yet. He flew here and got here in time. And told them that this is what I wanted. I wanted one time to try that operation. If it didn't work, it didn't work. But I wouldn't give it up. I had to try once. So Cameron, well, no matter what anybody said, you do what my mother wants. And I love him for that. I do. So, my doctor said, if you do that, she may not come out of it. But if they didn't, I wouldn't come out of it. So what's the difference? So, Cameron put me into surgery with my mom and everybody's consent, my sister's consent. They all love me. They all want the best for me. They don't want nothing else. I totally agree with that. So Cameron put me in because he's the one that has to write everything down, which is hard because he hates hospitals. He's just not familiar with them. Vicky is. Thank you for Vicky. I mean, she's everything to me. But, so Cameron put me into surgery. They waited 4 hours, I think it was, for surgery. 4 to 6 hours. Said I may not wake up. Said I just might pass away. I may not wake up. So after the surgery, they waited. You know what I did? I woke up within an hour. Within an hour. They didn't expect me to wake up at all. And I'm not crying, I'm sad, I'm happy. But they didn't expect me to wake up at all. And it could be months or never. I woke up within an hour. And then within that hour, I ate. I don't even remember eating. I ate McDonald's. I don't even remember eating. I don't know how I ate, but I did. But no, I can't at all. And then I could eat some, but not McDonald's. I don't know. I tried it at the hospital and I couldn't touch a hamburger. It's so funny. But when I came out of surgery and they said that they'd expect me to, I walked out of there knowing my birthday. I went into ER, or the ICU, because of my head, to watch the leakage and stuff, but I knew my birthday. I knew everything. Like they question you, like your birthday and all that, where you're at. I knew it all. They expect me to know none of it. None. And then they didn't expect me to, like remember people's name, or, they didn't know. Just didn't know. And I remember everything. When I left the hospital, it was a long stay, but when I left the hospital, I told the lady, I'm walking out. So I'm not being rolled out, I'm walking out. And I did. She was nice. Very nice. All the girls at the hospital were excellent with me. Like, all night, I talked to them all night long. I was so worried. But then I got home. Things are going good. Where the hospice came in. So, where the hospice comes in is, I come home and I'm, as bad as I was, they didn't expect me to make it through the night. I mean, we didn't know. We really didn't know. Or, my God, I know my God's got me. Whether it's tomorrow or it's next week, I know He's got me. But they didn't expect me to make it, so we didn't know. We just didn't know. I have. I've done really well. To go back to my head, because that was a big part of what we need to talk about. 70% of my head was cut off. 70% of my brain, right here in the back, was cut. That held all the liquid. And the reason for that is, I was going to have a hip replacement. So they were holding off on the scans. And I don't know why. Because I always get scanned because the spots have been shut up on my brain the last couple months. I get them every 3 months. Well, she wasn't doing them at all. At all. Over and over and over. And we kept asking her, why aren't we doing them? My mom and I, why aren't we doing them? She goes, I got to do this first. Well, since my doctor, my radiologist said, because they were overlooked in September, that is what caused me to have the brain hemorrhage. The weight, the liquid built up. Had she had done the radio surgery, it wouldn't have happened. So it's her fault. Totally her fault. And that's not the first one either. That's the second thing. It's her fault. And I know my little sister might get mad at this. I don't know. Anybody might get mad at this. But there is a part of this doctor that's been weighing on me a lot. Over the last 2 years, probably, she's had too many patients, more patients on the computer than in person. I have a video. I have a thing from one of her nurses saying that she can't see me from my elbow. It's my cancer doctor, and she can't see me right now. She's got too many patients, she said. I have it on video. But that right there tells you that it's not a good doctor for me. I need somebody who's going to see me now. Not somebody's going to pass me up like they did for September or get that out of my head like that. Just can't. So, that's 70% of my head that was cut out. And it's going to come back. It's going to be a part of hospice. It's going to come back at some point. But there are a couple of things that's been talked about that, I don't know, might be good, might be bad, we don't know. We're not going there yet. But we will. In time, we will. We have to. As far as chemo, I don't know. Oh, sorry. I know we have chemo set up. And part of us really want to do chemo. But the thing about chemo is, if I go to do chemo, because as bad as it's been on me, the way I am now, how bad will it be on me? Will I come out of it? I think I will. But I'm scared, I'm not going to lie. I mean, come on, it's normal stuff. But, yeah, that's the chemo part of it. If I go through chemo, I could just keep going through chemo and live longer. Or this other thing that we're not talking about yet might make me live even longer. We'll see. Or I may not. There's so many ors. I don't know. But I do know. I appreciate all you guys' help. I really do. Yes, I'm stressing. A little bit. We have, I hate asking for this, we have done everything we can to help Cameron and them get money to move back home and get their house together. I know they've used all, they won't tell me, but they've used all their money to get them home. I help pay for the tickets and stuff to get them home because they're my grandbabies. I have to. My mom, me. But, they still need help on bills. They still need help. The other night, the stand did put our apps and stuff up for them. And they did really good. I mean, anything helps. Prayers, I don't care. Anything helps. But the truth is, they have to pay their bills. They have to. And then the hurricane hit their house. I guess they have a kitty. I mean, they have a kitty there, but I guess everything's okay in the house from what I'm understanding. But I don't think they're going to tell me everything. I know they won't. I'll find out on my own. But there is a group called I Love Conroe, and it tells about what's going on in the area, and that's right there where they live. I'll post it on my page too, so you guys can watch it, because that's right where they live at. Supposedly, they only had their lights go out one time. They think maybe the batteries got wet or something. They don't know. But they changed. Julie said they're brand new batteries, so she don't know why they went out. But they ended up changing the batteries and got it cooled down for the kitty. And thank God it's just a kitty, because the kitty can make it a lot better than the dog can. But it still had to be cool. And at one point, I guess the power went out and it got really hot. But there's a lady close by that's watching the kitty and keeps checking on the kitty. But the thing is, their house is there. Their food is there. The time all that power went out, all their food went bad. So we don't know what's good and what's bad. Um, their cars are all there. They have Julie right before she came here because she was a traveling nurse, and they found where they wanted to live at in Texas. So they decided to get an apartment, and they had just put all their money toward their apartment, get settled and stuff, and then this happened. They weren't prepared for this at all. So now they have their cars all sitting there. The hurricanes come. They don't know how their cars are. They don't know if people stolen the gas out of them or people were doing that bad. They're taking water and everything. There's a family sitting there, had absolutely nothing, and Julie told me about it, had absolutely nothing to even make it home with their kids. And this older guy was sitting there, piled his car up with gas and everything, probably like bootlegging it or whatever, but would not give any to that family to go home. That family could not go home because that guy had all that and wanted money for it instead, which they didn't have. They just wanted to go home. That's it. So it's kind of sad. People use that. And that's what I'm worried about my kids. They're going to get there and have the same thing happen to them. And they have no money. I know they'll be okay, but still, I know. God's got them. Sorry, guys, I'm trying not to, but again, I just want everybody to know, like Kimber and Jimbo and all you guys, everybody from the stand, I just want you to know that I really appreciate your help. I do. Everything counts. Prayer is number one. They are big into the MIM church in Conroe. I'll also post that because they have morning classes and stuff. Like, you can watch them online, and I love them. I watch them all the time. I'm obviously not going to be going to see them now. I'm not moving to Texas anymore. I'm going to stay here where I know family is, and I know family's there, but it'd be too much if I got sick for Cameron to deal with it. Here, I have family to help. I have people to help, medical to help. I'm going to move into a nicer place, not a nicer place, but an easier place for us to take care of. Because we're in a 3-bedroom duplex right now, and this is too big. The rent just went up. We gotta move. We gotta move. We don't need all this. But yeah, if you have any questions, please ask them. I am more than willing to answer any questions you may have, any of them. Just let me know. And Pitbull Mama, I love you. Billy Joe, Kemper, Billy Joe, Bimbo, Kemper, I do. Kemper, I'm so glad that you came around, because in the very beginning when you booted me, by mowing the lawn, that was kind of funny. But it's been the funniest part ever since. But I do appreciate you. I can tell that you're one of those people that are standoffish, but when it comes really down to it, you got it. I know you got it. Okay. Alright, if you have any questions, please ask Pitbull or me or Pitbull Mama. Anybody on here on Discord. I'll do my best to answer. I can't type real fast, but I'll try. Hopefully I see you. And thank you all. I love you.